great to have them here. So we are ready to go with the next group, waiting for the race control hand to drop, and our first cars will be away. And we are off, ladies and gentlemen. Down comes the flag, and our first group are go.
Adelaide is best known for its world-class wine regions, its gastronomic delights and rich tourism regions located in such close proximity to the capital city itself. The world also remembers Adelaide for one other reason. It is here that nearly 29 years ago, Formula One came to Adelaide and arguably changed the way the Australian public viewed motorsport from that day onwards. It was big. Bigger than big. Adelaide was the scene of massive crowds drawn to the sound of highly tuned, skillfully driven mechanical creations. It was a spectacle enjoyed by all, the layman as well as the die-hard car enthusiast. One golden Sunday in autumn 2014, an emotive and nostalgic motorsport event emerged upon the very same tarmac that played host to names such as Alan Jones, Ayrton Senna, Niki Lauda and Michael Schumacher. The inaugural Adelaide Motorsport Festival is a virtual museum in motion, with over 120 competitive cars taking part in a sprint around a shortened version of the famous Australian Grand Prix track of 1985 to 1995, located in Adelaide's eastern parklands. Another 170 rare and collectible display cars and over 30 classic race bikes round out the event that attracted many thousands of spectators keen to reminisce about the glory days of motorsport in South Australia. Star cars at the event included the 1985 Beatrice Lola, once driven by Alan Jones on the same bitumen some 29 years earlier. Current owner Ian Ross relished the opportunity to drive the car through centre chicane and down pit straight, as Alan Jones had done decades earlier. As one can imagine, the car is now a priceless piece of Australian motorsport history and is driven in a manner a little kinder than that which unfortunately led to Jones retiring from the 1985 Grand Prix in Adelaide after mechanical problems.
Look, honestly, I love it. It's been really well organised. It's got a terrific vibe, you know, and I see so many different cars here and so many different people from all walks of life. You know, it is honestly a really good event, and I'd like to think that it can continue for the next few years, and we can get maybe a two-day event, get more people from interstate here, which I think once they know about it and they see it, they'll certainly be here. It's as good as I've been to in the historic world, for sure.
It wasn't just the Formula One cars that grabbed everybody's attention. The field had great diversity and included such gems as this MG K3, which was entered in the Mille Miglia in Italy in 1935. The car was banned from import to Italy by Mussolini and was then sold onto the Prince of Thailand. It raced at various European tracks before being shipped to Australia and raced at the Australian Grand Prix at Victor Harbor Grand in 1936 and Lobethal in 1939. Frank Moore's Black Bess made the trip back to its state of origin, the bold creation once winning the Australian Grand Prix at Nuri Utpa in 1950. History drove side by side on the track, whilst those enjoying the off-track activities lapped up the vibrant atmosphere. The social feel and family friendliness of the Adelaide Motorsport Festival is likened to that of a traditional picnic race meeting of the 1950s. Spectators could get up close and personal with the drivers and their cars. The crowd was diverse and expansive, with activities for all to enjoy in a classic themed environment in front of the historic Victoria Park Grandstand. The on-track action, being competitive and timed, was demonstrative of the way each car was intended to be used. Examples of modern and exotic machinery gave spectators a rare glimpse of what some of these beasts look and sound like when driven as the manufacturer envisaged.
The Sporting Car Club of South Australia could not be more pleased with the outcome from our first Adelaide Motorsport Festival. The level of interstate visitation, the calibre of the cars and the distance they have travelled to come to our great state is extremely encouraging going forward. The amount of positive feedback and the repeated requests to expand the event have not fallen on deaf ears. We will certainly be exploring the possibility of expanding this into a 2-day festival within the same unique location. Needless to say that the 30-year anniversary of Formula One in Adelaide in 2015 could prove the perfect draw card for some fabulous machines we have located that are currently based overseas, each with a special connection with our city.